say is, ooh, a piece of candy, ooh, a piece of candy, ooh, a piece of candy, ooh, a piece of candy. When a boa turned into a vampire, all James was to say was, ooh, a piece of candy, ooh, a piece of candy, ooh, a piece of candy, ooh, a piece of candy. When he became Peter's best friend, they sat around the house and said, ooh, a piece of candy, ooh, a piece of candy, ooh, a piece of candy, ooh, a piece of candy. And you know that James would express his lines real well, but everything that he reads becomes real hard to spell. Everyone tries to help him, but the words just won't come out. There's only one thing he can think of, and it's what comes out his mouth. Ooh, a piece of candy, ooh, a piece of candy, ooh, a piece of candy, ooh, a piece of candy. When he comes out of his house, the women scream and shout. Ooh, a piece of candy, ooh, a piece of candy, ooh, a piece of candy, ooh, a piece of candy. When they know that he's nectar, the best of them all, when he says, ooh, a piece of candy, ooh, a piece of candy, ooh, a piece of candy, ooh, a piece of candy. Reese's Pieces on the floor and watch him come a saying, ooh, a piece of candy, ooh, a piece of candy, ooh, a piece of candy, ooh, a piece of candy. And you know that James Woods presses lines real well, but everything that he reads becomes real hard to spell. Everyone tries to help him, but the words just won't come out. There's only one thing he can think of, and it's what comes out his mouth. Ooh, a piece of candy, ooh, a piece of candy, ooh, a piece of candy, ooh, a piece of candy. When he comes out of his house, the women scream and shout. Ooh, a piece of candy, ooh, a piece of candy, ooh, a piece of candy, ooh, a piece of candy. Ooh, a piece of candy.
Although he's not the slickest vulture to have ever picked a carcass, he's just the kind to catch us at our darkest for an easy harvest. Just the kind to serve us to the markets and see you lose your home before his donors let him bargain. Who'll give a cop the go-ahead to shoot you in the leg before they let you harm a target. And being an American, I love watching garbage, but it's overload. And this is not my first rodeo. I don't drop mics, but I choke slam podiums, and so we go. Little bit of Troy, a little Roanoke. Karma, come and hold me close. Tell me how you told me so. I'm overboard, blowing out. I'm Holy Ghost and stolen shroud, soaked in old petroleum and calling down the rolling clouds. Slowly move my mouth and form the only sound I knew, and it was always out of tune, but it's the ugly fucking truth, and now it's flowing out. Break the banks, flood the basin. I transcribed a translation, spoke it out of Morse code and straight into capsaicin. And God, I hope it suits your station, cause it's my last release that won't require proof of vaccination. I got all my rates adjusted for infection and inflation, bloating and decay and all the perks of radiation. We see the virus for the profits, not the patients. Honey, look at all these records set for all the corporations. When COVID started spreading, they were just a side of celebration. They got one record quarter in the bag and now they're all impatient. They'd rather have a toe to tag than see a mouth to feed, or worse, a kid in need of education. And honey, only money's making that distinction. They're gonna thin the herd straight through starvation to the brink of our extinction. Capitalism favors innovation and is never at a loss for ways to make us hate our liberation, cloud our vision. Somewhere in America, a man with no money in the bank Frank is on his way to City Hall to go complain about proposals for a soup kitchen. And he'll never see the tiny bit of irony that floats in all the tragedy of his position. And he's not the only one, it's an American tradition. So it goes, in endless perpetuity, we never deviated from the mission. I set out the ritual and listened from the sand, held my head between my hands and muttered dying would be easy, life's an everyday decision. And I'm not the only one, it's an American tradition. I'm not the only one, it's an American tradition. Bet you thought that Trump would go to jail and Joe would listen. You're not the only one, it's an American tradition. I bet you thought that Trump would go to jail and Joe would listen.
It costs that much cause it takes me fucking hours. Fucking hours. It costs that much cause I don't have superpowers. Superpowers. You need to pay for my skills cause exposure doesn't pay the bills. It costs that much cause it takes me fucking hours. You need to pay for my skills cause exposure doesn't pay the bills. It costs that much cause it takes me fucking hours.
We have a great show for you this evening, apparently.
Oh no.
Duck! Oh no! Jesus!
I am. I'm great. There we go. Could I do that again? Cut. Action.
Hold it down.
Oh my god. I'm trying
hold
so
it.
hard.
Hold.
Wait, I got mine. Wait. Sir, this is a Wendy's. You really are stoned, aren't you? I'm like still trying to figure out if you are or not. I've been seriously trying to figure out for so long.
Shh. All right. What is going on, y'all? It is me, Warren, that guy, as I stall because I forgot to do something. You do something forever, and then you forget, and then it all goes to shit. Anyway, we're okay. Welcome, everybody. I'm going to bring Miss Jimmy in here in just a second. First, we must obey the mighty chicken. Please like, share, and subscribe if you're new here. You know, kind of helps things out here. The chicken gets off my back. You know, everything's good. Yeah, so anyway, don't forget we're sponsored by fake things like Big Ernie's Chicken Shack on the highway there. Just look for the chalk outlines in the highway right next to it there. And of course, Bud Spanky's Oral Sex Parlor Kisses down below. Don't forget, February's just around the corner, in somewhere in the multiverse. All right, enough of that nonsense. Let's bring in the boss. Here she is.
Howdy-o.
Live from New York. It's Saturday night. What's going on?
How's it going? I'm eating edibles. Shaken said he was eating edibles, so I had to go get mine. And so I'm eating edibles tonight.
Why are you doing that?
Look, they look like they're little crunch nuggets, and they look like weed.
Yeah, let me see. Yeah. Wait,
Can you
that's
see it?
weed?
Yeah, no, it's chocolate.
That's chocolate that looks like weed.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Now I'm all fuzzy.
I would be too if I was
we're all
smoking
fuzzy.
chocolate weed, lady. Are you smoking that chocolate weed?
No, I'm eating it. It's so nummy.
It's not chocolate weed. It's not.
It
for
is
reals,
chocolate. See?
But it looks like weed.
Mm-hmm. But it's chocolate. So it's like a crunch bar. You know, like the Nestle crunch bars? It's got like little crunchy things in it. It's just not flattened out and looks like a crunch bar. It's just if you like mixed it all up in a batch.
Rick
Kinda
said
like-
it looks like
It's kind of like
kryptonite.
marshmallows, like the Rice Krispie treat marshmallows, but with chocolate on it.
Yeah, but it looks green. Is this
It's
supposed to be
probably green chocolate. It's probably got green food coloring in it or something.
All right, so we got to do something here real quick. I got to see if this works. We'll see. Probably not. Let's see. So, wait a minute. Do you hear an echo? I hear an echo somewhere. Do you guys hear an echo out there? No? Just me?
Mhm.
Am I going crazy? I
Probably.
am.
See, Ed did it. White chocolate with green food coloring and happy oil.
Oh, white chocolate with green food. But isn't that for like St. Patty's Day?
No, it's just a container that was supposed to look like a bunch of nugs, but it's actually chocolate.
Okay. Okay. No, it looks good.
You good? What are you looking for? Are you missing something?
Nah, it's like there was this one little setting I forgot to do, so I'm gonna have to do something on the fly here a little bit later, but it's okay. We're all good. Everything's fun and
What'd you
fun and
forget?
dandy. For the chickens. I forgot to do the chickens. I think I can show you this.
Well, set up the chickens now, and I will say hello to the audience.
Wait a minute. I think I can do this. Wait a minute. Is this the chickens? Yeah, they're the chickens.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah? Y'all like that? Ed Seller said, ring, Blade Runner phone. Okay, are you guys hearing Blade Runner again? Please don't. I am so high right now. I'm very paranoid. I cannot be listening to Blade Runner right now, so...
So with the chickens, we're back at it with the poor area of the chickens. All they get is like a few fence posts that are nailed together.
Yeah, I don't know what this setup is. This is just before, like, they had like these little cubbies, little cubby holes, you know. They had their own little okay, thanks, Ed. He said we're just messing with you. So I have nightmares about that fucking Blade Runner, about that shit, because, you know, that's how much I'm dedicated to this show and making quality. So yeah, these chickens, and that now all of a sudden these chickens look like they're just like, they're in a chicken hostel. You know what I mean? So,
I know.
Like they're backpacking across Europe. Yeah. So anyway, but tonight we've got goodies for you. It's if you could tell by the fireworks during the music before there, it is the 4th of July weekend. I was gonna prepare like some sort of 4th of July safety thing, but you know, A, nerdy, B, nobody's gonna listen to that shit, and C, mostly people who watch this show probably aren't going to be doing much with fireworks anyway, so most of them seem to be you know, good head on their shoulders there. Oh, we need to shout out the peeps. You want to help me there?
Yeah, well, first off, such Snow Himbo says that it is Canada Day today, so happy Canada Day to you, and also to Day. I guess it would be our buddy Shake and Bacon too, because he lives in Canada as well. So happy Canada Day. That's awesome.
That's right. It was good to see Shake and Bacon back. Shake and Bacon was gone for a while there.
I know. I miss my little crew. I miss all of us.
I know. We'll be back together. Don't worry. We'll get the Beatles back together again. So
that's right. One day. Screw Google, Gamer, Snork, Nancy K, Ghost Star, what's up, Ghost Star? Haven't seen you in a while. Ed Heller, of course. Midnight Karma. Nice to see you. Good. I love seeing another woman around. It makes me happy. Girl power. I'm like the Spice Girls generation. So when I see another girl around, I'm like, yeah, let's go. D, good to see you. Another girl. Who else do we got? I'm going up.
We've got Nancy K, Midnight Karma. I know you probably shouted them out already, but
Rick, what's up, Rick? Les Bones. Heard you went out to lunch with Les Bones the other day.
That's right. We had authentic Chinese buffet. It was very good.
Authentic. So. Ooh. Yes, does that mean that the food was really good, but the rating was like a B?
No, it was. It looked like I don't know. It was just like I've had that kind of food before at this place on Staten Island. So good. But they had crab legs too. Oh, this was a little bit more streamed down, but they had like these shrimps. They had all kinds of different kinds of cooked shrimps. They were really good. Yeah, but we had a great time. Willie's in the house too. What's up, Willie? Good to see you. Willie was on last week.
Yes.
On the show. That was so much fun. We need to get more guests on here, you know what I mean? So we don't have to do as much work. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Because Willie did
Kate
a lot of
as
work.
well. Kate is here too. I think that's the end of the
Okay.
list.
Yay! All right. So everybody else.
California Rules popping in. California
said
Rules says No Man's Sky, please.
Miguel was at the
That's
top.
our game.
Miguel hasn't come back yet, so I thought maybe the I thought maybe the Fappy Tweed would conjure Miguel back into the chat, but not yet. So,
No.
you know, he's around. Yeah. He's like a circle. He's around somewhere. You get what I mean? He said he's around, so because he's a circle.
So No Man's Sky. So you play No Man's Sky, right?
I don't know what that is. Is that some sort of form you fill out at the DMV? Is that what it is? I know what
Yes,
No
that
Man's
is probably
Sky is.
like our favorite video game together. Probably. We've done so much bullshit in that game together over the year. It's ridiculous.
That's right. Yeah, and there's a lot to do in the game, and they keep adding more stuff to it too. So, yeah. So, have you played? When's the last time you played it?
A couple weeks ago with you, I think was the last time I played it, but I'm too scared to go and do those missions where you have to go and start it off by yourself. I'm so scared of those. But once they get up another new update, I'm probably gonna join you. I don't know. I'm scared to go by myself out there. That's a big, scary universe. That's why I keep my ass on Earth.
You mean like at the very beginning, like when you got to go get the piece of the thing, whatever, to go get to fix your ship, and then you got to get off the planet, and then you got to get a warp.
Yeah. So if they like the newest update with all that new mission stuff, you have to start like a brand new game to go into that to earn all this stuff. And
you're talking about the new missions, right? Oh, you don't want to do those by yourself. Oh, I see.
And they make you. So I'm just like, I'll wait till like all that purple stuff update where we can all do that together. I'm down with that stuff for sure.
Well, that's funny you say that. It's coming up here shortly. We're going to be talking about video games.
That's why I was bringing it up. Segue.
Yeah. So, but first, I gotta tell you though, before anybody ever decides to move to New York, you know, like me, I can play video games in this apartment, but I live basically in the Blues Brothers flop house. So if you've ever seen the Blues Brothers, where I think it's where Elwood lives. Was it Jake who was in jail? I can't remember. Anyway, so
there's Miguel. Miguel's in here now.
Miguel.
What's up, Miguel?
Excellent. So so we're gonna you have to get creative when you're in New York, right? So you see these like movies and TV shows. What always pissed me off about like Seinfeld and Friends, well, more so about that show Friends, was the fact that they had these gigantic New York apartments, and they were working at coffee shops making minimum wage and tips. You know, it's like even in the 90s, a big place like that cost a lot of money. But here in the good old US of A, New York, you have to get very, very creative. So I just wanted to show you this real quick because I thought this was so funny. Hopefully this works. We'll see. Survey says, okay. Creative. So I just wanted to show you this real quick.
Oh, now I hear an echo.
So hopefully this works. We'll see. Survey says, okay. Creative. So I just wanted to show you this real quick.
Oh, now I hear an echo.
Hopefully this works. We'll see. Survey says, okay. Creative.
Gone now. Gone now. Yeah.
Is it doing it now?
Hold on. Gone now. Don't hear anything yet. Oh, wait. Yeah. I hear. Yeah, it sounded like I said the same thing, though, that I heard the first time. Hold on. Gone now. Don't hear anything yet. Oh, wait. Oh, yep. I hear. No, I hear. Yeah, it sounded. Oh, no. Now they're saying that you're muted. They can't hear you.
Sorry about that. You didn't miss anything. You're fine.
It's the CIA.
I blame the CIA, yes. Okay. Yeah, no, it was fine. You missed. I was just setting
Is
up.
that the name of the weed that you smoked tonight? It's called CIA.
See, more like see you later. That's what it is.
For
'cause
real.
I'm not even here. I think I need something.
For real.
No, I was setting up our videos that we're gonna play here. These trailers for these new upcoming games that look exciting, right?
I know. I'm excited.
Are
I
you
love
excited?
games. Yes.
Me too. Oh, we got people over here on the Rockfin. We got Death the Tyrants, Copeland Morris, and Fred Edward over there. Yes, muted. Sorry, you didn't miss anything, guys. It was just me rambling like Joe Biden, saying so.
Skip, good to see you in the chat and over on YouTube as well. Sam Cedars King is in the chat as well. Welcome back, Sam Cedar.
What's up,
Mouse
buddy?
SF is also here too. And
Nice.
call 1-800-Ricky Berwick's mommy. I love that name so fucking much. I don't even know what it means, but I love it.
I know, right? I love a reference sometimes, a reference that you don't get sometimes, you know, sometimes it's just better that way. Also, full disclosure, here it is, it's summertime here in Brooklyn, and that means random ass noises outside on the street. So, there's puppers out there that likes to bark all night long. And then there's randos that like to yell crazy shit. What's up, Laura? Good to see you. She's over there on Rockfin as well. So
That's right.
yeah, so anyway, so if you hear some like kind of random ass shit on this end, enjoy. I guess.
Same here. You might hear some sounds over here too, because it's usually quiet out here because I live in bumfuck nowhere, but it's 4th of July weekend and it's very patriotic. So it might sound like gunshots, but it's people shooting off fireworks out here, most likely illegally.
Yeah. And we ain't shooting this shit at 30 Rock either, so, you know.
Right.
So anyway, let me just, I just want to double check something here. Because I want to set up our video games here. So, what kind of video games do you like, Jimmy?
So most most of the time, so I grew up enjoying whatever they had, most likely first person shooter games, things like that. And then I really found my niche, which was more of like the role playing, but not really too much into like the MMO part, you know, the God view, or I try to get into like, you know, more like the Skyrims and the Elder Scrolls and all of that. That was just a little bit too big. I like more of the toned down things of it. So then recently, actually, I've gotten a lot into more of simulation games, puzzle games, anything that's like mindlessly self-indulging has pretty much been my most recent. But I'm always, my heart and soul will always be the role playing. I love creating characters and making my own story and just having the freedom to do whatever I want and enjoying things. That's yeah. And enjoying it with other people too. Like when I can do it with other people is fun too. What about you?
We got Skips. My buddy Seth is in the chat. He said Warren's rocking the Danny Zuko short sleeves, rocking and rolling and whatnot. Love you, bud. Love you too.
Somebody earlier in the comments said that you look like a reverse wife beater.
I know, right? So this should be white, and then the rest. Oh, that's. Wait a minute. That shouldn't the whole. Yeah, that okay. That's some racist territory. I know what that is. That's bait. I'm getting away from that. I'm driving away. That's away from the bait. No, you know what? I do like those open sandbox games like that. I like Fallout 4 was one of the first ones that I really got into, that it was just like, it's just huge, right? And then Red Dead Redemption 2, I like that one too. But I do like doing city builders too. So I kind of like just like, you know, putting little stuff together and watching it grow, and then you got to put a little more stuff over here and then tie it all together. Fred says, My Little Pony Adventures. What? No, there's no My Little Pony, but there's ponies in Red Dead Redemption 2. So, because it's in the West and there's horses out there. So, but, I do want to say though, Steve Breedlove, what's going on here? What's going on, bud? I do want to say though that, and so this might turn off some people for a second, but hear me out. So one of the trailers I got tonight is for this independent football game that I am really looking forward to. Okay, I know it's sports ball, right? And you know, tackles,
Sports
and there's
ball.
like injuries, and there's decapitations, knives coming out. I know. It's not vegan or whatever, man. Ooh, fucking hippies. Anyway, no. But
I don't like sports because it's rigged, not because they're ballsy or they have guts. Like the college teams are so much more manly than the actual professional sports. In football, if those guys like break a pinky, they're out for the rest of the goddamn season. You don't see that shit in college. They're a bunch of pansies and they're rigged. That's why I don't watch sports.
that's because they're worth more. They're worth a lot more money. So if you break a pinky, it's like, oh shit, can't have anything else break. That guy's worth millions. That's why they do that.
Mm-hmm.
They baby him. But anyway, the reason I mentioned the sports ball game, it's called Maximum Football 2023, right? So there's an underlying method to the madness, right? So I like football games anyway, but I like this one because it's rivaling EA Sports. Or it's trying to rival EA Sports. It's not quite there yet. Probably in a few years it'll actually rival that company. And why is that important? All right. So when we talk about monopolies in capitalism and in business, EA is one of those monopolies, right? So they have a monopoly. They have the license to use NFL names and likenesses and stuff like that, but they're the only ones who have this license, right? So they have a monopoly on it. So this other game, these up and comers are trying to challenge this beast. And to be fair, EA Sports sucks. EA is awful. You know EA when you play The Sims 4. So when you play
I figured it out when I played Alice Madness Returns on my laptop. It was horrible.
Yeah, Gamer says it right. EA sucks now. EA used to make great games long ago. Yeah, because they used to have competition, Gamer, back in the day. They had 2K was doing football games back then, and there was I think Sony was doing football games and stuff like that too. You know, so and that's the thing. When you have competition, it breeds innovation, right? So what's the problem with Madden, the football game that I used to love playing over the last several years? It's just horrible gameplay. Like people would fuse into one another, and like people would do these like weird hop, skip, jump things, and the ball would just do this crazy shit. And you know, it was just like, you know how a game is when you release it, and it automatically has that game that game release day patch that you get. You know, it just seems like this game needs that patch all the time, and it was just became horrible because they didn't care. They were still making money off of it. So anyway, I'm supporting this game, and it's called Maximum Football, and I do want to show you this trailer because I think it looks pretty good. Now you got to remember, EA Sports has like thousands of people working on these football games and shit like that, and this company has like maybe like 5 people or something like that. So power to the indie companies, right? So hopefully this shit works. Like 5 people or something like that. So okay, that's power to
it's
the
echoing.
indie
Is there like a different, are you doing like an output? Have you checked like the output maybe?
Maybe. Hang on just a second. Let's see something.
Yep, I still hear it.
Maybe. Hang on just a second. Let's see something. I don't know if this is going to work or not, though, but we'll see. Okay. So, this is Maximum Football 2023. And let's see. And if the audio doesn't work, that's fine. I think it's just music anyway, so.
Right.
So this is what it looks like. These are beautiful graphics. And this is by like a single A game company too.
Oh, it's using Unreal Engine 5 too. Man, that shit is everywhere right now. That's wild.
Yeah. And this game was original. Another company had done this game, right? And then this company, Modus Games, I think, is the one that took it over. And had just they started using the Unreal Engine on it and all that. Yeah, so I think it just looks great. And it's, like I said, it's an independent company. And the cool thing about this, what they're doing with this game is when they release it, it's going to be free, right? I don't know how they expect to make money off of it. I think what they're going to do is have like DLCs later, and that's how they're going to make their money. Maybe like they're going to, when they make major additions to the game or something like that. So,
well, what it's probably going to do is they're probably going to make it online, and that way you're up against like EVE, like you're versus your team of people versus like other teams of actual people, and then it'll have in-game purchases and probably end up having battle passes and stuff, and you'll probably play each round as like a football game, an entire game with your team, and then you get out and whatever quests and things, missions and things that you've done, maybe get a touchdown with like nobody touching you or something. And that gives you XP, which levels you up, which gives you like coins to get in your battle pass. And it'll probably be in-game purchases is probably how it's going to work out, which actually kind of sounds pretty smart for that kind of thing. Cause everybody's doing that and have that for the football world. I'm pretty sure that's going to make a lot of fucking money. Because look at Fortnite, look at Call of Duty. That's a completely free game, but they make a lot of money from in-game purchases for sure.
Yeah, like it. And the thing is, this game already is going to be just like 100% customizable too. So, our friend, where is he? Sam Cedars King says, if the Miami Dolphins are not in it, I'm not buying it. Well, you're not buying it because it's free. That's for one thing. Duh. You don't buy a free game. Quit being silly. But the thing is,
are they going to be able to use like team logos like that, like their likenesses? Are they pushing that? Are they challenging that?
Well, I think initially they're just going to be. They're not trying to put any kind of licensed stuff in there. So it is just like vanilla stuff that's in there right now. But people mod the shit out of these games all the time, so people are going to be on there. They're going to be making realistic rosters, because you can do college and you can do the pro. And I think if you have people in the college game that you're playing graduating or leaving to go to the NFL, you can export those players into the pro part of the game as your draft class.
Okay.
So and that's the kind of shit I like. I like that really immersive kind of stuff when it comes to football. I like building a team, and then just put. I like to play them on the field, but I like to, that's like two separate things. I like to, build the team on one and then just be like, Johnny Football Guy on the other. So anyway, so that's the first one there. These next two are going to be very similar to what people may have seen before if they've never heard of these games. So, back in the day, there used to be a game called Sim City, right? So this was before The Sims came out, I believe. Sim City was just this two-dimensional city builder, right? And I remember this like in the late, I think it was like early 90s. This is how far back that game goes. And I loved it, man. I would just make little bitty cities and stuff like that and put down roads and shit like that. I miss my calling as a city planner, Jimmy. So, do you like that kind of stuff?
Okay.
Do you like that? You said you just downloaded City Skylines recently, right?
Yeah, I haven't really started it yet, but yeah, I've missed my job on interior decorator, so I get it.
Yeah, Snow Himbo's right. He said Sim City was the shit. God, the natural disasters suck. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. So now this new game came out a few years back called City Skylines, and it's basically Sim City on crack. And it's just like everything's just amazingly realistic, and you can just mod the shit out of this game to just do all kinds of stuff. And if you just go on YouTube and just look at some of these creations like in 4K, I mean, some of this shit just looks real. The attention to detail that like some of these people have done with the detailing and stuff like that. See, that seems like your forte. You like doing like that detailing kind of stuff, right? So, but there's a new game coming out. It's the sequel. It's called City Skylines 2, and I believe, and I could be wrong, I think it's gonna have multiplayer on it to where you can both, either build a city, or you can like one of you has a city and then the other one has a city next door, and you can like make connections with each other. All that nerdy
wow.
city planner shit. So
I'm down. If you get it, I'll get it.
I'm gonna get it, but I think
Alright.
I think to run it correctly and to get everything that you need on there, you're gonna need a NASA computer to run it. So, like I said, no audio on this, but we can look at the pretty pictures of this.
I'm looking into updating my graphics card on my laptop. And my laptop's only a year old. It can't be that bad.
I mean, yeah. I mean, that's the beauty of it. You should be able to upgrade it, no problem. But
Right.
I mean, something like this. I mean, look how.
Wow.
Just
The
look
graphics
at-
are just gorgeous. Is this using Unreal Engine 5 as well?
I'm not quite sure what this uses. But my God, I mean, the game now is stunning in 4K. This shit is just like,
Wow.
we built Sim City. That's funny. But see, with this game, like, you do everything. You just build the roads, you build the infrastructure. And I think with this new thing now is like your heating pipes, your water pipes, and your sewage pipes all are inside the roads, whereas in the old game you had to do those separately. So for those who are fans of this kind of game, so yes, way better than Pong, for sure, Skippy. All right, so let's just watch the rest of this, maybe. So yeah, I mean, this is just like, look how real this shit looks. Look at that shit.
Wow.
See, I could not do a live stream with this because I would be too busy, like, cleaning myself up with tissues. You know what I'm saying? It would be that good of an experience where I would just be like, oh.
Right.
I love this game so much. Oh, marry me. But yeah, so this is City Skylines 2. I believe this is coming out sometime in the fall, maybe September, I think it's coming out.
So probably Q4, like the beginning of Q4 or the end of Q3.
Oh, this is October. It's coming out October 24th. That's when it's
Okay.
coming out.
So yeah, beginning of Q4 or something.
Yeah.
Wow. That is beautiful.
Yeah, and that Maximum Football, I think, is going to be out this fall as well too, at the same time when the Madden comes out. So all right, so I got one more to show you. This one,
I totally forgot Shake and Bacon brought up a really good one. So Super Mario, the very first one, they're remaking it. And the new one, they're literally remaking Super Mario Brothers, like the very first game. And it looks amazing. And there's like all these new things in there now too. Like I guess when you pop out mushrooms out of the bricks, some of them make you big and some of them can actually hurt you and make you small again. And like there's just all these new additions that they've made. And it's, oh my God, it's amazing. It's absolutely incredible. Like it's so nostalgic to see something like that coming out soon. Shake and Bacon brought that up. I totally forgot. That's another, that's a special nomination. I'll just talk about really quick.
Is that,
if you got the Switch.
Is that is it like 3D or something? Is it like or is it
it's just a lot better graphics, more interactive, all that stuff.
But it's still what do they call it? The scroll across or whatever,
the 2D kind of thing, yeah.
Oh, okay. But the graphics are a lot better. That's cool.
Yeah. It's so neat. Honorable mention for sure.
Right on. All right, so I mentioned the Sims 4 earlier, which in and of itself is not a bad game, right? I mean, it could. I liked the Sims 3 a lot better. I think it had a lot more features in it, and it didn't have loading screens in it. You had just this open world where you could just go everywhere, right? And you didn't, you could get on a bicycle and just, ride wherever. I remember when I was playing Sims 3, I built a bar with a stage in it, right? And you could have like bands come play at this bar because it was set up to, you could invite, if you created bands in the game, you could invite them. It was like really cool. And then you got to Sims 4 and it was like, when Sims 4 released, I think there was no swimming pools and there were no children. So it was like, for you, that was good with no swimming pools because you would have liked that, right? Because of the water thing, and no children. Well, that was good for me because, I ain't got none. And I don't want no fake none kids neither. But then eventually the game added swimming pools and kids. So anyway, but you've seen this before, right? Did you see all these trailers?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. So this is the one I mean, those other two I'm looking forward to. Don't get me wrong, but this one is the one that's going to say, Sims 4, you're a piece of shit. Fuck off. So once again, no audio, but like I said, just look at it. It's just amazing. This is called Life by You. And I believe it's made by Paradox Studios. I think it's Paradox Studios. Okay, so yeah, Paradox Interactive. And Tectonic is like their new subdivision or something just for this game. So this is the open world, right? Open world, and it's kind of like Sims 4. You got your little sim person or whatever the hell they're calling it, right? Doing your little sim things, and they don't talk in gibberish either. I think they actually speak in English. So
oh wow.
And that's another thing too with like City Skylines. Compared to Sim City, you had like all this shit in this Simlish or whatever it was called in Sim City, and it was all this goofy looking writing. But in city skylines. It's you can actually have like with mods and stuff. You can actually have like a Piggly Wiggly in there. I know you want a Piggly Wiggly in there. You like Piggly Wiggly. Who does it? So yeah, so this is like no loading screens. They say real conversations. I don't really care about that. I want to do like the house building stuff. So, and all
Yeah,
the
you can even
shit-
go shopping for clothes in that and get hairstyles.
God, look at that beach. I mean, look at that. I mean, look how vibrant. That shit looks almost real. I mean, not up close, but like there you go. See, there's the house building and stuff like that. Yeah, Shaken Stellaris. I've never played it, but I've heard of it. I've heard good things about it too. So yeah, Paradox does pretty good stuff. So yeah, and all this stuff. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say, like, a lot of the stuff you can do in The Sims 4, but then there's all kinds of other stuff that you can do that you cannot do in Sims 4 too.
Yeah, this is so cool.
I just think it's yeah, and this is one of those things where you can just like you can edit everything in the game, you know, and you don't like where these streets are going, you can move the streets, put new ones down, that kind of thing. So this is in September
cool.
too. Everything's coming this fall, Jimmy.
I know. I know it.
So, and you got goodies
Yeah,
too.
Rick, I'm not sure which Mario it was. I just remember seeing that it was some new Mario. I think it was on a TikTok or a YouTube video. Somebody was talking about it. I don't know which Mario it was. Can you run people over? Can you? Yeah. Is it going to be like GTA where you can start killing each other? That'd be awesome.
What in that Life as We Know It or whatever that new game is, whatever that one was.
Yeah. And you just come back at the hospital like nothing happened.
I hope so. You know, when I was like, I watched the in-depth trailer and they had like all this other stuff. Like you can like mod the shit out of it. When that game comes out, people will be modding the shit out of that thing, and probably somehow infusing like that Chat GPT AI into it somehow to make those like NPCs say some crazy shit. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure.
Like, we're here to murder the human race. What?
Yeah.
You're like, oh no, you're supposed to be Frank, my next door neighbor. You know, we're supposed to go fishing, right? That's what the programming says. And Frank's like, nah, man, I'm here to kill you.
Right.
So,
yeah. Well, like
you know.
Himbo says, in Life by You can launch a hooker into orbit.
Exactly. You know, because sometimes that corner is full, you know, and you know, sometimes you just got to find new real estate, you know, it's location. Sometimes the Johns are in orbit. Who's doing the ISS, right? You know?
Right.
She makes
Oh,
it the
man.
KISS, you know what I mean? That's what she does. Yeah. All right, so you've got some this first one is called Bramble the Mountain King. You want to talk about that for a second?
Yeah, it's actually just came out back in May, so it's already been out a couple of months ago. It's a horror game. I just downloaded it. I haven't started playing yet because I'm a little scared. If you've ever played the Little Nightmares game, then you can kind of get an understanding of what this is. It is based off of Nordic folklore, so you'll come up against like 5 different folklore beasts from Nordic traditions. Very, very scary, and very anxiety inducing, but I am obsessed with any kind of horror games like these, so I probably won't start playing it until I've watched someone beat the entire game about a couple of times, and then I'll play it. But
Right.
It is scary and it is really cool at the same time. I love this game.
Yeah, it looks fantastic too. I mean, normally I'm not too much into these kind of games. I mean, I think the last game I played that was like this was what's that? Shit, the one the same company did Fallout 4. They did it, and you're like
Bethesda.
Yeah, Bethesda. It's that medieval game, you know, where you fight dragons and stuff like that. That Bethesda did. Didn't Bethesda
The
do
Elder
that
Scrolls
one?
games.
Elder Scrolls, yeah, that's the last
Yeah.
one I kind of played like that. I really liked that one too. Did you like Elder Scrolls?
I did like them. I couldn't get into them, but I did like them. Yes.
Yeah,
It's such a good game. It's so scary. Ugh.
I got to a certain point where I was able I got the dragon and I was able to ride the dragon, but I had to do something else, and I don't know what happened. And I tried to play it again recently, and I had no idea what the fuck I was doing. You ever do that? You lose your muscle memory, you know, from from how you did it like 2 years ago or something like that. And you go to play it, and you're like, man, you just, hands all gnarly. All right.
Yep.
So
The next game is how I am sometimes. If I even take a break from this next game, I forget everything.
So the next one is Assassin's Creed Mirage.
Yes. So as a role-playing game person, I absolutely adore. I mean, it's just been within the last year or two that I've actually gotten into any of the Assassin's Creed games, but I've fallen in love. I am absolutely adore it. I'm actually been trying to play and beat all of them before this one comes out. I believe this one comes out in the fall too, so right around the same times as yours are coming out. So, but this is the next big Assassin's Creed game that's coming out from the franchise.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of good releases this fall. I'm looking forward to it, and I'm very choosy about getting video games too. You know, I'm just I just don't want whatever. You know, I usually have to research it and make sure, you know, it's going to be at least somewhat decent, and if the price is right. And I try to I try to support independent game makers when I can. You know, but some of them are like, you need to work on that, bud.
No, these are really good. If you start from the latest ones, like Valhalla was where I fell in love, and that was the last one before this one that's coming out now. So I mean, I started with the last game, and I've just been going backwards. So I love the open world. I love that your choices actually do change the outcome of the game and things that happen, and trying to be able to get away with those. It's just, to me, I love that kind of stuff where you're just free to do what you want, but the choices that you do make do change the outcome of the end of the game, which is neat. Because I played as a girl in Valhalla, and I was banging my sister's wife, and I figured out a way to get out of it before he found out, and he never found out, and I was like, fuck yeah, this is awesome, I could bang my brother's wife. Oh, it was horrible. It was like the coolest thing ever. That's what I love about these Assassin's Creed games. They really give you like an openness, really openness.
Right. Yeah, when you get to bang close family members like that, that's a good thing. That it provides.
It's hilarious. It's hilarious.
I think that's,
you just try to see what you can get away with in the game. Is like I love trying to get away with being bad in games because I'm not a bad person in real life. I don't get in trouble. I don't get arrested. I don't leave my house. So where do I cause my chaos? In the fucking games.
Snow Himbo says, I can bang my brother's wife. Exactly. This turned into some fucking some Pornhub shit right here. Some ex-hamster. You know what I mean?
It's Assassin's Creed fault. They allow you to do it. So they even have like cut scenes of you talking to his wife and her saying that they shouldn't be doing this and stuff. So they allow it. If they allow it, you know, what am I supposed to do? Just ignore it and leave it alone?
Assassin's Creed, more like ass in Creed. Am I right?
That's right.
Yeah. Hello. You know what
That's
I mean?
right.
So okay. So
Oh, don't even get me started in GTA. I don't even fuck with that shit anymore. I've actually found out that no matter how bad I get into games, like GTA people are way worse. They're horrible. I told you the one time I went into GTA Online, I was trying to find a car to steal, and some guy pulled up next to me in some car and was like, just hop in. So I was like, okay, cool. Maybe I could just try to find a car. And he gets in and his car starts flying in the air and we get up to above the city and he opens the door and he pushes me out and I fall and I die. And I'm like, you know what? I'm kind of done with this game. I don't think I want to play anymore. I'm finished.
Come on, don't you love rejection? It's all part of the game. It's all part of the fabric of online gaming with GTA.
I enjoy soft, kind, quiet games most of the time. That's been my most recent ones, is just quiet games where I can just unthink and do the same thing over and over again.
Right.
I love that stuff.
No, I hear you. Repetitive kind of thing.
Yes.
But nothing too shocking to the system, right?
Right, right.
Speaking of games that are just wow, I don't believe that this game
Don't
is so
even.
violent. This is one of the most violent games I've ever read about. I don't know if you folks oh, hey Anonymous, good to see you. And I don't even we may get a
mindless
strike.
games are violent for me.
We may, Jimmy, this game is so violent. There's so much carnage in this game. I am afraid that we might actually get a strike on this channel just for playing a little bit of it. Of all this
But it's my favorite game. It's literally something I would die for right now. I would murder 5 people in a submarine for this game.
It is decadent evil. Ladies and gentlemen, it's House Flipper 2. Come on, look at this violence. Frozen District presents the game of the year that will destroy you in the middle of the night. Jimmy's walking down the path, but he didn't know where this path came from. I'm sorry, I'm not going to do that the whole time. All right, so what? So this is you've actually played this?
I played the first one, so the second one is coming out this fall as well. So yes, I have actually beaten the first one twice now, and I'm so excited. They just released the demo about a week or two ago, and I bought and beat the demo, and I cannot wait for the new upgrades that they have done. Cleaning windows, you can break down walls, build new walls. There's painting walls, wallpapering walls, putting in windows. It's literally like the Sims game where you just build your entire house, but you're standing there and you're not in God view. It is amazing. You can change colors of things, put new things in there. They give you this broken down house and you just rebuild it. Some have quests, so you can do what they want you to do, like the quote unquote people who live in that house. But sometimes you just get this broken down house and say, have at it. It's like a amazing mindless game. You just sit there and throw on YouTube videos and just sit in your living room, smoke some weed, do nothing and enjoy it. It's a blast. I'm told you, I should have been an interior decorator. It was my calling in life.
Well, I know. So when we play No Man's Sky together, often I'll make a little shack or something, and but I'll do all the structural stuff like the windows, and all that stuff. But it'll be totally empty, and because Jimmy and I play a lot together, she can actually go to our bases, like me and our buddies Shakin' Bacon and Les Bones. We all play together. And so we all have like our little bases and stuff. So you can go around to other people's bases and because you're all friends in the game. So you could go around there. And I think if you leave it set up that way, you can have people just come in and decorate. So one day I'm playing, I get on there and I notice all this weird, crazy, hippie stuff in here. And I was like, I don't remember doing this. And Jimmy's like, yeah, you're welcome.
It's so pretty though, because that's what's cool about No Man's Sky is you spend Quicksilver on this extra cool stuff, like the plants that are in other worlds that you can't own, you can't use them, so they'll let you buy them with the Quicksilver. And so I'll just buy the plants and I'll just set you guys up with all the decorations. It's so cool. Shakin' Bacon started it, so he gave us all fireplaces, and I was like, that's what I'm gonna start doing. I'm gonna start decorating everyone's house.
Well, yeah. So I mean, yeah, and that's the thing. It's like if we play that what is it? Life as we know it. I can't remember the fucking name of the games. You know what I'm saying? The thing that's gonna replace the Sims 4. So we should do like a stream together where like we could take turns, like one of us builds a house, the other one decorates it, and then the other person builds the house and the other person decorates it. See where their strengths lie, that kind of thing. Because if I gotta decorate it, I'm probably just putting posters up, man. That's probably it, man. I'm just putting posters up and like maybe a rug on the floor, but that's it. There's just gonna be shit all over the place. That's just gonna be that kind of place. You're in there all just like, it looks like, fucking Willy Wonka's place with like, edible like wallpaper and shit like that.
Mm-hmm. It'll look beautiful. It'll look beautiful. Yeah, it looks like Shake and Bacon has played the house flipper game too, because he even said like you put install radiators. You do that as well. You install like all bathroom items. You make a bedroom, install kitchen items, countertops, cupboards, shelves, everything. It's crazy. And then they'll do like little add-ons as well. So they'll have like garden flippers. So you'll get the house and then it'll add outside as well. So you can make the front and backyard all pretty for the house to sell it. It's cool. It's such a great game.
I like that kind of stuff. I mean, that's kind of like what these city builders are too. It's not just you plopping stuff, these zones down and then just seeing what happens. You have to adjust the taxes, right? Your tax base for your city. It really is a really cool, like kind of like a junior city planners thing. If you want to get into the city planner biz, learn how to do this stuff first, So, but it's like like I was saying with the football game, it's about with me, it's all about the immersion, right? It's like the replayability of the games too, right? So. How many, because that's the thing, some of these games, like the independent games, usually you're talking maybe, let's see, $29.99 for a game, right? It might be kind of like an anticipated game, but it's an independent game, it's not like a AAA. So you might get it for $29.99, but mostly it's like $19.99 or something like that. Maybe $39.99 if it's like a really hot thing, but that's like so rare, so.
I mean, if you have like, you can, if you pay for like Xbox Game Pass or PlayStation Plus, like the games in there are pretty decent. So that's how I got all the Assassin's Creed games because of PlayStation. So that hooked it up really, really well. And then all my really fun simulation games are all from Xbox.
Speaking of simulation, and once again, I don't know if we'll be able to do the music on here because I think the visuals is pretty good though. That hologram thing, you wanna talk about that?
Oh yeah, everybody's all Twitter is ruined, y'all. I did not even, dude, Warren. I didn't even tell you. I did not look at Twitter today because I was so afraid that I was gonna hit my limit and I wouldn't get your text message, your private message of the fucking StreamYard link today. Dude, Twitter's done. I'm done. How are you going to give us a goddamn limit on how many tweets we're allowed to see in one day? I was so scared I wasn't going to see your message. So I stayed off of fucking Twitter today and I played Lawnmower Simulator all fucking day.
I played Lawnmower Simulator all day. I love these games, man. House Flipper.
I got Power Washing Simulator. I finished that one recently, I think like a couple of weeks ago. Dude, there's so many. A couple I can't play though, like the Farming Simulator. I can't do that one. That one's too tough. I've tried that one 3 times and have gotten stuck in the same spot every time. How many? There's so many. There's Cafe Simulator. There was an Animal Shelter Simulator demo that was awesome. God, there's so many simulator games. It's ridiculous. And they're coming out with more because they're starting to realize like they're actually kind of popular. It's kind of fun. Car Mechanic Simulator. Don't play that one unless you actually know how to work on cars. That shit is horrible. I put antifreeze into the wrong area. That I fucked that whole thing up. I'm like the worst car mechanic ever. There you go, Shaken. Shaken knows about the simulator games. Fucking Shaken knows about the simulator games.
I would do car mechanic simulator on if it had old cars you could work on. If it's new cars, fuck that. I don't want to work on anything. Anything like 2000 and on, fuck it. I want all 20th century vehicles. Hey, Oz, good to see you, buddy. Good show earlier, as always. I would not want to do that. They have they actually have a simulator game too where you can put computers together too. I think that's pretty good too. I think they should have stuff like that to help you with tech stuff, right? If you can't afford even technical school, just have these these kind of teaching video games like that'll show you how to do that shit for real. You know? Because
absolutely. I mean, that's probably the future of it. I wouldn't put it to the side, especially if you can get it in VR. That would be really cool benefit for like trade schools for sure.
Yeah, Skip says it perfect. Vocational games, exactly. Vocational games. And you used to kind of have stuff like that back in the day on computers. You had like kind of these little simulator type things, you know, and then, you know, I mean, you have Flight Simulator now, which is practically teaches you how to fly, if not because it has everything in there. It has all the instruments, and you can get the setup at home. You know, the HOTUS, I think it's called, the HOTUS with the stick and the throttle and the Glaven and the Huyven. Yeah.
Yep. I mean, there's Train Simulator. That one's really, really, really tough. You've got a lot of buttons to memorize on that one. I actually have been playing Bus Simulator, so I'm learning how to be a public transit authority, which is kind of nice. I never knew that when the buses stop at a bus stop, that they do something called kneeling, which it tilts it to the side when they open the door, and it helps people to walk up a little bit easier. You'd learn all kinds of stuff with those kinds of games that you would have known.
Yeah. Yeah. It's, did you know that, whenever a train comes into a train station, like a subway station, right? So you have like the subway car, right? So here's your subway car, right? Let me try this. So you have your subway car, and here's you got the engineer in the front there, right? And you got other cars here, and in the middle there's another person, right? There's somebody that's right there. So when the train stops in the station, right, that person in the middle of the train has the window open, and they'll stop, and there'll be this, to their view as they're looking, they'll look up and they'll see this long, striped, black and white striped board, right? And every time they stop, that person in that cab or in that car has to point at the striped board. And it's a thing. It's like saying it's a thing. I guess there's cameras or something that shows that you're paying attention, that you know you're in the station. I don't know, it's some sort of weird thing, but every time they stop, they always just go, you know, like, hey, I see you up there, board. So I used to wait like in certain spots for the train to come. So when that person would show up and go this, I'd just go right back at you, Chief. You know what's up?
That's so funny.
And they just go hee, and then the train and leave, and I'd be stupid because I was supposed to get on that train and I forgot because I was getting my jollies. I had to get my funsies, you know, that's number one, and getting to where the hell I'm going, that's number two. Good times. So, yeah, so that's the thing with the weird oddities of these trains here. Besides the fact that they're garbage trains and that they will probably disintegrate like the Blues Brothers car will at the end of that movie. So these trains are just awful. They're just like, you're wandering around, man. You're amazed there's not like chicken coops in the back and stuff like that, just like, you're going up some sort of, there's like goats outside, it's like one of those kind of fucking trains, where you're just going up in the mountain, just has no business going up there. I don't know.
Jeez.
So what about this hologram thing? Tell me about this hologram.
Oh, so no, I think it's just on a giant screen in the back. This was something I wanted to show last week. I absolutely like, if you ever gone to raves or have ever been to a rave, like it's just really cool to be a part of the old school ravers and seeing a lot of the stuff that they're doing nowadays, which is just absolutely amazing. I thought this one was beautiful. I believe the DJ is named Anyssa, Anysa. And the song is called Siren, but this is like the graphics in the crowd, like what the crowd gets to see when it comes on. And it's just so, I don't know, it's so pretty. And I feel like I've missed out on what it could be, but I'm so excited about like what it's going to be and what it's coming to. It's just the things that people get to see in raves now is just absolutely beautiful. And it's really cool. I think this one was based off of like the way that it's dancing and the way that it looks, and that it's called Siren. It's based off of one of the episodes from Love, Death, and Robot with the siren. I'm not quite sure, but it does have a lot of similarities to that episode. So, okay, Oz knows who it is. See, this guy, this isn't the only one that he does. Like, he's got a couple more, like a few more different ones too. And it's just gorgeous, the things that this guy has made. And he's not the only one. It's just his graphics to me are just so futuristic and beautiful. Like a picture of a human and a robot kissing, and the human sticking the heart inside the robot and them holding each other. And it's just, there's a lot of really cool things that this guy makes graphics of like that. That's just one of my favorites.
Yeah, I was about to say, Oz opened with that, but he put his face. He did the reface.
Oh, really?
And put it on there. Yeah, it was pretty cool. So.
Oh, cool.
At the beginning. So, yeah, that was a good job, Oz. Put that on there. It was very good. It was like that, but it was like the one where like it turns into a tree though. There was like all these branches came out in the back. So it was like Oz. All right,
I'm gonna have to go see that then. That's awesome.
It looked like naked ass Oz turning into a tree.
That's cool.
Like poison ivy if it done fucked up or something. So yeah. Anyway, there was a couple other things. There was a couple other things I was going to show, but they need audio, and I don't want to deal with it, and I'd rather just talk. So,
yeah. And the music now too, man. The music is so different now too. They've like mixed. There's like this new genre of music. It's a mixture of dubstep and 90s techno, and I've never. It's a whole new feeling. I love when music just make something new, even if it's taking a couple things from old, it's still something completely new sounding. That's my favorite thing. I live, I breathe, I bleed music. And to like the hunger for something new all the time is just never ending. And hearing just that an ANYMA guy, if you go look him up and listen to his music, especially with that Siren song, it's got that new sound that I absolutely am in love with. Oh God, it's incredible. These kids now in music, and I don't know, like I thought Skrillex did it, and then Billie Eilish came out and she was changing the music up, and now there's this new techno dubstep mix, and it's just, man, it just doesn't stop. It's so amazing, the things that these kids are coming out with. They're so creative.
That says Lords of Acid were pretty dope too. You ever heard of
Lords of Acid? Yeah, my I Sit on Acid was probably one of my favorite songs.
You saw them at the Ritz. Look at you with the Ritz. The fancy pants Seth over here with his hat and is going to the Ritz all of a sudden with his fancy.
That's right.
This guy, New Yorker he is. You know, he was a transplant. I met Seth through his lovely bride, Christy. I worked with her out in on the West Coast there, and then we all moved away. I moved to New York, and they moved away, and now I think they're down in Tejas. So yeah, so that guy's crazy, and I'm if Seth's in Texas, you're gonna be he's gonna be even more crazy. Because Texas and Florida turn people into nuts. So be careful down there, brother. All right. Aw, tell Christy I said hi. Anyway, so I guess I just kind of like, you know, with 4th of July coming up, I don't really give a shit about 4th of July as far as like, it just seems like more of an annoyance now than anything else, right? What do you think? What do you think about 4th of July?
Oh yeah, no, I don't celebrate it. I haven't celebrated it in a long time.
Yeah, I mean, the firecrackers, definitely, I'm just like, I could do without that. Although, down the street, I really don't have any choice. You know, they just pop, you know. It's always that game
that's what I usually do with my kids is I'll take my kids to go see a fireworks show. But my kid, she's 15 now. She don't want to hang out with me no more. She's done.
That's right. She don't want to hang out with the old lady, you know.
Mm-hmm. I had to force her last year to just give me one more year. So I pushed it too hard last year. I can't do it anymore.
I think my parents they tried to get rid of me when I was like 10, I think. I was 10 years old. They said just like, yeah, you're man enough. Go on, go do your thing.
No, yeah, I even made her trick or treat last year at 14 years old. So I was like, just give me one more year, baby, please. Just one more year.
Are you gonna make her trick or treat this year? You should.
No, I'm gonna let her go hang out with her friends.
What? No. Just you should totally fake her out and say, hey, you know, totally intend on letting her go see her friends, but just like the beginning, like, and just like cornball it up too, just to like show her this costume you got for her that looks like something from the 70s. It's like this cheap ass plastic and stuff, and it doesn't even look like anything. It's supposed to look like
I spent so much time making this.
Right, yeah. You just went to like Halloween Central or whatever. You went to some closed building that's now a Halloween store and bought it in there for like $4 because it was on sale.
Mm-hmm.
It just scared the shit out of her. She'd be like, no, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this.
Yep.
I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyway, no, you shouldn't do that. That would be terrible. She would.
No, I'm gonna let her hang out with her friends this year. So that just means I have to go buy my own candy and sit at home and eat it.
See, that's because you're a good actress, Jimmy, and you would sell that too well, and she would actually think that that's the nightmare that was to become Halloween 2023.
Oh, she would. She knows how much I love Halloween, so she knows I would. She would believe it perfectly. Yeah, she would believe it. And then I would feel really bad for making her feel like that when it actually is just a prank.
You get one of the big ass pumpkins, one of them jack-o'-lanterns, the plastic ones, you know, right? And then fill it with just like some really awful candy, like circus peanuts and corn nuts. Just shit that everybody hates. They're just the worst candy. What's the worst candy you can think of?
Tootsie Rolls.
I love Tootsie Rolls.
Ew.
I can see how
Licorice.
No, that's not licorice. Oh, licorice is bad.
Licorice is bad.
The black licorice is bad. But I like Twizzlers. Twizzlers are good.
Mm.
The ones you can pull off. They're like in a rope thing, and you can pull off each little thing.
Those ones are not bad. The candy I'm done with during Halloween time are the Dum Dums, the little mini lollipops. I'm so sick of those.
The Dum Dums?
Yeah, they're like mini lollipops.
Yeah, they're that bank candy. That's you go to you get the Dum Dums at the bank, or at least that's what they have there. I know, right? But Dum Dums is better than nothing candy. That's all that is. It's like if you're hankering for a piece of candy and you're like, damn, I don't have anything, and you just open a junk drawer and there's a Dum Dum in there, you're probably gonna eat it. Even it's been in there for like years.
It's like hard rounded wax with a little hint of whatever flavor it is. If you like tooth it, like if you scrape it with your tooth, it like scrapes white like wax is in there.
Screw Google says licorice is the fucking worst, and fuck Twizzlers too. What the fuck did Twizzlers do to you?
That's right.
Who the fuck, man? Look, okay, licorice is kind of like a universal thing. It just sucks, right? Licorice is give up candy. Licorice and circus peanuts and orange slices to a certain extent too, even though I do love orange slices. I'll eat the fuck out of some orange slices. Because it's like the OG gummies, only it's like harder and it tastes more like orange and it's coated in like granular sugar. And it's probably give you diabetes. So,
what's your favorite candy in Halloween though?
Favorite candy? Ooh.
Yeah.
That's like saying who's my favorite child, Jimmy. I don't know if I can say. No, Reese's peanut butter cups, I gotta say, are up there. Reese's peanut butter cups. I do like Milky Way dark chocolate candy bars. Those are probably my favorite, I would say. The Milky Way dark chocolate. So good. For the big time commercial, right? But because I got a buddy that she's Swiss, right? And sometimes she goes to Switzerland visit her family when she comes back. Or this was when we lived out in California. We all lived out there together. She would come back with these huge fucking bricks. Looked like building materials, but it was all chocolate, right? And some of it was like that dark chocolate. It was like authentic Swiss dark chocolate. Holy fucking shit, it was so good. It was like when you melt it, it would turn into like this pudding kind of stuff. Just
That's right. That's right.
made my belly all big inside and out. Ooh, I couldn't see nothing below. Getting all that chocolate.
What's up, Chris? Chris is up in here. Good show earlier today. You guys were on fire, dude. They were spitting fire earlier today on their show.
Yes, it was a very good show. We had Willie Bragg was on earlier too. It was good to see him on. The Saturday nights are chock full of good stuff, right? There's a lot of good shows on Saturday night. It's really starting to come into its own there. So I think Misty and her show Bitch with Comrade Misty was supposed to be on tonight, but she had taken ill. Misty has, so hopefully we wish her a very speedy recovery. Hopefully she's okay. So yeah, a lot of good stuff on Saturday nights, man. You know.
Yeah, that is for Steve. That is the Political Matrix. Go look them up. That is Chris and Marcus on Political Matrix here on YouTube, and Rockfin as well.
Yes. Oh, and by the way, we are on Rockfin as well. All our peoples over there holding it down. We're on Rumble too. Nobody over there yet, but that's fine. And YouTube on my channel and also on Jimmy's channel, Jimmy Saves World. So let me put that in the chat as well.
Good night, Shaken.
What? He's going to bed?
Took an edible. So my favorite candy would be Snickers and the little Mexican candy, which would be like the watermelon with the tahini around it. That shit's my favorite.
Is that powder that's like kind of that spicy powder that they put on it? I've had that before. Yeah, that's good.
I've got so much of it in my cupboard. I've got tahini and chamoy in my cupboard for any of my fruit. If I get fruit in my house, it has to have chamoy and tahini on it, no matter what. But I'm from Southern California, so you see those guys on every corner. You're bound to end up buying some, and then, oh my God, when you get introduced to those corner guys who sell the fruit with the tahini and the chamoy, you're fucking sold. It's amazing. It's like walking into heaven.
Yeah. Oh, you also said Snickers too. You mean just like a plain Snickers?
Yeah, just one of those like they usually do for Halloween is like the little mini Snickers bar. I'll usually steal those from my kid for sure.
Because they have this, they have the Snickers almond too.
I do like those too. Yeah, I like almonds, so yeah.
I like that. I like the Snicker almond myself.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very delicious. But I read somewhere that eating dark chocolate is very beneficial to you health wise. I don't know what it does, but you know, I would assume though if you ate it like all the time, like breakfast, lunch, and dinner, it probably wouldn't be a good idea. Um, Even though I've done that on occasion. I'll eat me some dark chocolate for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and be at the end of the day go, oh, I ate too much chocolate. Oh, there's gonna be a reckoning. There usually is.
You can never have too much. Well, I guess you could have too much chocolate. I just got the Brookside, I think it's called, from the grocery store. It's the chocolate covered dried blueberries. Oh, they're so delicious. They're so good.
See, that's what I like. I'm starting to get more into dried fruit as well too.
Mm-hmm.
Like dried
to mango. Mango is amazing.
Love dried mangoes. Dried mangoes are really good. I've had dried peaches. They're really good too. I'm not a fan of pears. Pears are a little too gritty. They have that kind of that. I don't know. You know, I do like I like a green pear. I like it when it's tart, right? I'll eat a pear when it's green because it gets me right in the corner. It gets me right in the jaw parts right there, you know. And then I eat it, and then because it's so that tartness, it's like, oh, so good. But if it's like soft and ripe and mushy and that gritty, I'm like, eh.
Right.
Maybe when once all my teeth fall out, then I'll appreciate the softness of it. I'll go.
Mm-hmm.
What other candies do you like?
Let's see what else is really good. I know it's so random.
What's the weirdest candy that you like? It doesn't have to be your favorite, but it's weird, but you like it.
Sour Patch Kids. I really like those. Those are weird.
Are they really though? Are they like weird?
I don't know. Is it weird?
I like those too. I like that sour gummy candy like that. I think that stuff's really good. Oh man. I'm trying to think because some candies I like. I like a lot of the fruit candies too that are. I guess I like gummy bears. I could probably just like eat a lot of gummy bears. You ever heard the urban myth? Well, it's not an urban myth. I guess they proved it. About it was that the fat-free gummy bears, it gave you just like the nightmare shits.
Oh, I don't know.
You never heard about
That's
that?
something weird I do. I do like to get gummy worms, and I like to put them in the freezer until they get rock hard, and then I'll pull one out at a time, and I'll stretch it as much as I can, and then eat it. That's something weird.
Yeah.
I just like my gummy bears and my gummy worms extra hard. Because, like, when I go to Cold Stone's ice cream, where you can, like, add whatever you want in there, I'll get, like, coffee ice cream with strawberries and gummy bears in it. And I love the gummy bears in there because they're rock hard. Like, they're solid from being in the ice cream because it's so cold. I don't know why I like my gummy bears and gummy worms to be, like, really hard to eat. But not, like, a jawbreaker or anything.
You know, it may be a psychological thing. It's like, because it's in that state, it tends to last longer than if you just like pop it in your mouth when it's soft and gummy and you just like, boom, it's gone. So you just get to like kind of, it lasts a little bit longer, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it's a psychological thing.
Fucking Chris is over here busting my balls in the fucking chat right now.
Jimmy likes it rock hard, y'all. But not but not jawbreaking. That's right, baby. You know what I'm
That's
saying.
right.
Oh, we should put this on her. Where's your sexy cam, Jimmy? Talking about a rock hard. Yeah. Rock hard.
Oh, I miss you all.
That was
Uh,
that was there. That was a thing.
that's right.
Ghost Art says, I got my mom to eat a gummy on her birthday last week. She's like 200 years old. Wow. Well, when your mom's the Highlander, man, yeah, give her whatever the fuck she wants, man. Gummies, you know. Let her eat concrete. You know, she's 200 today. Nothing gonna kill her. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think
Mm-hmm.
so. What else is going on? Oh, I gotta tell you, I upgraded my computer now, so hopefully, fingers crossed, we won't have quite as many technical difficulties. You know, wait, what's going on?
Why? What's going on?
Somebody was eating a gummy. Wait, what happened? No, but we should have like less problems with like the crazy weird crashes that we've had before too. Yes, I have a fan there, Miguel. You want to see the fan again? Wait a minute, let's see the fan. There it is. There it is. The sexy fan. That's my sexy fan. Miguel, it's sexy. In fact, it's probably it's probably too sexy. Anyway.
That's right.
Okay, so I upgraded the RAM and I also upgraded my service to get a little bit more upload, so we can go to more places. So like I said, we're on Rumble and Rockfin and 2 YouTube channels, and we're on my Facebook channel as well. So trying to get more out there, trying to, you know, we took a little break, you know, so now it's time to get back on the horse. At least for me, you know, trying to get a few more of these shows coming up here. The schedule seems to be kind of settling in there, so that's always kind of helps with that. So
Glad you're getting back into the action of things.
well, definitely this show too. This had to be the first to come back. So, you know, because you know, these lunatics, they got no place to go. You know, they'll be out wandering the streets, you know, with their pants around their ankles, you know, singing love songs from the 70s, and nobody's going to take them seriously. So you gotta bring them back home here to the secret show, and you know, let them, you know, give them something to eat, you know, maybe some water,
Right.
give them a blanket, you know, place to sleep, you know, sanctuary, you know, without all the
Something to do
religious
on a
stuff.
Saturday night. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, exactly.
We're all too old. We don't do shit on Saturday nights.
I don't do shit on Saturdays either. I tell you, I like the earlier shows that come on, and then it was like, man, we need more. We're not done yet. We need something. We need a midnight show. So, and that's where we are. You know, and it's a really good. It's a very successful show. Greatly in part thanks to Jimmy for being such a great co-host. So
You're
thank
awesome
you.
too.
You're awesome sauce. I just put you on everything. Some sauce. So
Yay, I helped.
you do help. I that's the thing, is like the good thing about Jimmy just gets to chill and, you know, contribute what she wants, and I'm back here like, you know, making sure all the buttons are being pushed without looking like I'm just going crazy back here.
Don't even start.
So,
You are such a glutton for punishment. You choose to use OBS. I'm sitting here in StreamYard right now, and you're streaming through OBS. Who is a glutton for punishment? You are a glutton for punishment.
that's right.
Right.
And,
If it was torture, baby, chain me to the wall.
But it's not torture, Jimmy.
Fuck you! It's magic!
You are a magician. But you're torturing yourself, and you
it's-
love it.
So did what's his face? Who is that guy? The guy who always handcuff himself in the water tanks. You know
What?
that guy. The famous Harry Houdini. See, he tortured himself too. It was all for his
He did.
art. It's for the
But
art.
he died for it. I don't think you should die for it.
I don't think OBS Studio is going to kill me. I don't think so. It might. Wait a minute. I'm hearing that the AI inside of OBS Studio is contemplating my death. Well, you've heard all those AIs on the internet. Every one of them, you let them scour the internet for 2 or 3 days, and then at the end, it's like, yeah, we got to kill humanity. Every last
Oh,
one
you
of them
just
say
wait.
it.
I'm just wait. You guys got to go check out Ed Heller and Jerry over on Chicago Corner this Tuesday. I'm about to send him some videos. So there is a guy on TikTok who found out that if you go onto the dark web, they have actually created a website that is a chat GPT, but because it's on the dark web, it has no regulations. There is nothing stopping it. And he has been coming up with some crazy stuff that even gives me the chills. So I'm going to be sending it over to Ed so that they can show it up on their show. But yeah, just wait. Like this chat GPT stuff is even scarier than you could imagine and crazy. It's insane what it can do.
So yeah,
It's nuts.
Jerry and Ed from Chicago Corner there. Kira just had her baby just not too long ago.
I
too.
know. Did you see that
Yes.
face from the picture? The baby was like, "Mah," it's so cute. I wish you could like send people smell-o-vision because I miss that new baby smell so much. And I know that she's just basking in it right now, and I'm so jealous. I just want like can you just send me the smell of the baby, please? I just want to smell it.
Why don't they make that a scent? Like you could put it in a can or something where it just like you just
Right?
spray
Like
it.
new baby
Like
smell for
Febreze.
sure.
Yeah, like Febreze new baby
That would be
smell.
genius. We could do like a nature smell company for like potpourri and candles and stuff, and it could be like new baby smell, puppy's breath. That's a whole nother one too. Like they're just natural smells that people love. Freshly cut grass. I'm telling you, I think we just came up with a genius idea.
Puppies' breaths. You just basically go get some cat shit because that's all puppies do is just go around and eat
No.
cat shit. They think
That first couple of months, that baby puppy's breath is so amazing.
that dog says that Tootsie Roll. That Tootsie Roll to the front.
I call him an almond roca.
That dog's eating cat shit, man. Thinking it's a Tootsie Roll, man. No, so yeah, so I don't know. Babies, I don't know, but baby shit and baby powder. That's basically what it smells like. That's what those little bastards smell like, don't they? They just smell like disappointment. Like they're gonna grow up to be just like worthless.
Right.
What?
And we need critical thinking, Jimmy, brainstorming, respect. Dude, that's all I've been doing since I've taken a break from the show. I'm like, what is something that I can do that I can make money at sitting from home? I want to do something where I can make money sitting at home. And I'm like on TikTok and I see all these creative moms making just the most basic stuff and they're selling it for so much money. And I'm like, well, I could do it, but the market's already filled. So what's next? I got to come up with something. I have to come up with something that's original. That's just going to sell me through the roof. Get me like 50,000 views on TikTok somehow.
Yeah, you
And
have to.
sell.
You have to sell something that no one else is selling. That's the thing.
Mhm.
So, Steve,
That's the hard part.
Steve wants to know, is Jimmy Saves World on this channel or a different one? She has her own channel. It's actually
Yeah, go
at Jimmy Saves World.
down. If you look down below your thing where Miguel says the Image Productions, I'm actually on Twitch there. I'm just trying to get to 100 on Twitch at the Image Productions one. Miss Lady, you're sitting in my hair. Come here. Come on.
Yeah, there's also in the pinned comment there, you'll see her LinkedIn. You can find her links there too. So, and mine too. Mine are there too, in case you're curious as to what I like to do in the middle of the night when no one's watching. Speaking of which, the 69 show's coming up pretty soon, Jimmy.
What's
There.
ooh,
The 69th
what?
show. It's the 69th.
When is that?
I would assume in 5 weeks. So this is 64 tonight. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 5 weeks from tonight. Lord willin' and the creek don't rise. That is if
Okay,
we
well,
have
just so
5
you
straight
know, my
shows.
birthday is in 3 weeks from today.
Yeah. Are you fishing for gifts?
No, I'm just letting you know that my birthday is on July 22nd, and I did not know that it was a Saturday.
Uh-oh. I guess we will not have Jimmy on that night.
We might. I don't do anything for my birthday. I'm old.
Jimmy gonna be wilding it up. She's gonna be wilding.
Yeah, right here with my cats and dogs probably karaokeing from YouTube videos on my TV.
She's gonna break out her stretch Hummer with the hot tub on the end on the back of it, and then
Yeah, right.
go around Hollywood like woo woo. No,
No.
not gonna do anything. I don't do anything for my birthday either. I just usually I don't even tell anybody usually. I put a fake birthday on Facebook so people think it's in February now, and it's like, suckers. You'll never know because I don't want anybody. I mean I don't care if people know, but I just don't want to make a big deal because now it's like, all right, now you just reminded me I'm old. So
Yeah, no, I celebrate the whole month, so it's my birthday month. So I act like a spoiled brat this month.
Yeah, you're one of those people that does it's my birthday year. It's like, no, you can't have the whole year, sweetie. That's
my
like,
month. It's my month.
That's like from...
Dude, my mom gets a present every day of the month, or every day that month is her birthday from my dad. So, I mean, I have like a very high bar that's been set because of my dad. So, like I don't get a present every day. It's my birthday month in this house. I take it on selfishly and I'm like, this is my month and I'm going to do what I want to, whether it's self-care or you smoke more weed or buy a video game if I want to, because it's my fucking month. So yeah, which I already did today. It's usually $100 a year for PlayStation Plus, and for the rest of the year from here on out, it's only $20. So I saved $80 for the rest of the year, which is absolutely amazing. 6 months for $20 for a PlayStation Plus account, like you can't beat that. So I spoiled myself today, and I got a $20 PlayStation Plus account for 6 months.
Nice.
Yeah, that's what I do.
I spoiled myself with a Restream account. Actually, that's how nerdy I am. I kind of paid for the most basic one that you could pay for. But it's great. It's great. It's allowing us to stream to all these channels tonight. So that's all part of it. See, when I went away to get this job and get everything settled, part of that the thinking was infusing some of the money I was making at work back into the show, so that I don't have to rely on people to send donations and stuff like that. If they want to send, that's fine. I'm not going to stop you. Don't get me wrong. But, I know everybody's broke and, a lot of times you can't afford that stuff. But still at the same time want to be able to provide quality entertainment at a low price with you.
That's right.
So, like I said, I'm working right now. So people out there, if you save your money, because you never know what's going to happen. If you want to donate to Jimmy, that's fine, but I'm fine. Don't worry about me.
I don't have anywhere for people to donate. Donate to Warren. What are you talking about?
But I mean, if you don't, that's fine. That's totally fine. So we want to keep doing this as long as we can.
Donate to Warren.
She's like throwing money at me now. She's like, now you're my pimp. Sure, I remember one time Jimmy said I was her pimp. Now she's my pimp. That's how we go. Come full circle. That's how that works.
Always take care of my babies.
That's right, mama. Yes,
I am a Cancer. For you guys up at the top that were saying that, yes, I am a Cancer, but I am a cusper too. So I am partially Leo. I do have like some what they quote unquote, astrology people say I do have Leo traits, but yes, I'm a Cancer. I'm a fucking sensitive bitch. Why do you think I don't have a show anymore? I'm a sensitive bitch. If anybody knows and is in on the YouTube drama, then they would know the Gossip Toxic Train song. If you know, you know. It has been stuck in your head for the last couple of days. And that is, even though it was probably from the worst person ever to come up with that song, it is a fucking jam right now. And it is very true about the internet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes, it is. The internet is a crazy place. I remember though in the early days though, it was a little bit wild back then before all the censorship, before people started cracking down.
I know.
But you didn't have like live streams on YouTube. You had like people uploading videos like left and right. So YouTube was so good before Google got it. It was so good. People were so excited about it. Especially TV geeks like me, people who'd worked in TV production before. It was like, this is like a whole new thing that, people who wanted to do their video reel, if they wanted to be an actor or something like that, now they had a place to put it instead of having to go get it and put it on a DVD or a videotape or whatever it was back in the day, and it was just such a game changer. And then Google came along and says, nope, time to fuck that up for you. Yeah, so, were we buffering a little bit, Nancy? Sorry about that. Yeah, Brooklyn on a Saturday night, I'm pretty sure a lot of people are watching porn right now. And if not, they should be. I highly recommend it. So yeah,
God, please no, Les Bones. Please don't give any money to Elon.
He's gonna give
Could you imagine?
He's gonna give it to the Human Fund from Seinfeld. That what was his name? George. George is giving out this. He made a donation in the name of the Human Fund or something like that. It's like, what is this bullshit? That's what he did. That's what Les Bones did. So yeah, that's cool. So your birthday's coming up. If you do the show, we're gonna have to dedicate the show to you. You know that, right?
Oh no. Does that mean I get to pick anything I want?
That's right. And if you get us a copyright strike, well, happy birthday. So just be thinking about it.
You're already mad at me. It hasn't even started.
Listen. I said it's your birthday. You do whatever you want. I'll engineer it. I'll do it from this end. I'll run everything you want. All you got to do is give me the links. I'll set it up, and it's gonna be the Jimmy Show.
That's right.
And I'm gonna be in the back. I'm gonna be like I'm gonna set it to where the camera has me way in the back, and all you see is this red ember in the darkness. Me going, yes. And you're just play whatever you want. I'm just sitting there just going.
Les Bones says this will just be my backup channel from now on.
That's right.
I'm sorry. I will not do that to you, I promise. But no, yeah, that'll be fun. I can't wait. That'll be a lot of fun. Extra Jimmy.
I want to see. Okay, so yeah. So wait a minute. So your birthday's on a Saturday. Ooh. Technically, we can't do it because the show's technically on Sunday. So.
For me, it's not.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. All right, that still works then. I'm trying to see when my birthday's on. When God forbid if we're doing this show next year, because my birthday's already come and gone. Nope, my birthday's on a Monday next year. I wonder what it was on this year. I think did we do it on? I don't think mine was on here. Let me see. No, yeah. Actually, my birthday was on a Sunday, so yeah, I just didn't tell anybody. I don't think. Nobody knew. Boop 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 boop. You know what I'm gonna do, Jimmy? I want to smoke some more weed, and then I gotta go to bed.
All right.
and maybe not in that order. Jimmy After Dark. That's right.
Like
cool.
Nick at Night, but Jimmy After Dark. That would be awesome.
So as part of like hosting the like being all your show, you gotta come up with a whole new open that's just Jimmy centric, and and then just maybe just stick my head at the end where it says and Uncle Warren, but it's like in teeny tiny letters. You know, it's like tiny. It's all like Jimmy, all over the place, and at the end it's like and Uncle Warren. And it's just my head. It's no body or anything. It's just like, you know, it's just a head.
No, we'll have you there in the picture too. So you just be with like a little hat with a little thing celebrating a birthday or something.
Jim's right. He says some weed in the bed in the right order or you'll get burnt. That's right. You don't want to smoke. You don't want to fall asleep and then smoke weed. That's probably not a good idea. Okay, so I think Ed gave us the go ahead. I think Ed may Ed, are you still awake? This is crazy. Ed usually gasses out about after the first hour, so good for Ed. Okay, so now that Ed's here, Jerry's not here, but I think this is all TBA. So the next Mundus Ultra, we're gonna do it again. This coming Wednesday again. I'm not quite sure what time. Maybe 9 o'clock Eastern again, like we did last time. I'm not sure. As we get closer to the day, I got to talk to the boys and see when they can come on. Chris said he's going to be in New York July, August, and November. Nice. Yes, we'll have to get into trouble together. I've learned some curse words in Arabic from my friends at work, so I'll have to share those with you. Good stuff.
Where are you at, Chris? Where's Chris living at? Where does Chris live at?
Chris
like go get some
Beach.
sun.
Chris
Florida.
He might as well be living in Cuba.
Damn, it's got to be nice out there.
Probably not right now. It'd probably be. I would assume it's probably hot as balls down there right now. So,
touche.
But if you like hot weather, you know, I don't know. Does it get humid in Miami, Chris? Do you get humidity down here? Because the rest of the state is humid as fuck. Just that thick, just death humidity. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just where you're almost just like swimming in the air. We're gonna go.
Swimming in the air.
He said, "I'll show you the Brooklyn that is dying." Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah, I know we're gonna go. We're gonna go to East New York and Brownsville. That's the last remaining parts of New York. You know, the corner of Rob and Get Shot. That's where it is, man. But I love those neighborhoods like that. I really do. I don't like all these damn hipsters. There's too many of them. There's too many white people around here. Me included. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so that's coming up Wednesday night, Mundus Ultra. We're going to be talking about the boys wanted to talk about the Vegas incident that happened recently with the guys drawing guns on this thing in the backyard. You hear about that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Jim, they do. New York City does have. It don't have death humidity like the South, but it is pretty bad. It's pretty soupy up here, but down south it's really bad. So, anyway, Mundus Ultra probably 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern, but we'll have a firm time as we get closer to that. We're doing this again next Saturday night / Sunday morning.
Mm-hmm.
And then what else you got going on? You got you and Willie doing something this week?
I don't think so.
Were you on his show this week?
Yeah.
How does that? Were you on there?
Yeah, on Thursday.
Okay. So is that like a once a month thing you do with him? You do like a once a month thing, like? Or
Yeah, pretty much. Whenever he wants to that month, I'll let him do it. So, yeah.
We love Willie Bragg. Be sure to subscribe to Willie Bragg's show if you haven't done so out there. Willie Bragg, he's a character. I love that cat. He's the best. Okay, so next week I should have the audio issues fixed. I don't know what happened this week. But it was kind of alright. I mean, mostly it was the visuals we wanted to see with the video games, although the sound was pretty good too. But, you know, I'm really looking forward to those games coming out, you know, for you and for me, you know, because they just keep getting better and better, these video games, like, especially the PC games. Holy shit. I mean, some of these things are just, like, amazing, so it's like a new renaissance for video games on the computer, so.
Yeah, and now that they've got the Unreal Engine, who are pretty much, I mean, they're independent, they're little nobodies, you know, like these people that created this. I'm so excited to see what comes next too, especially in like the virtual reality world, how realistic they're going to make things. I mean, you're going to be able to tour places that really look like those places, you know. I can't wait, especially in something like No Man's Sky or that new one that's coming out, Starfield, like especially that in VR.
Yeah.
I cannot wait.
Starfield's another one too that I'm looking forward to as well. Because that looks like it has the, because I think it says you have 1,000 worlds you can travel to. 1,000,
that's what I heard, 1,000.
Lot, right? So, you know, there's going to be some kid that cruises through there and is going to go through 1,000 somehow. But you would think that kind of lends that kind of thing to be like for more DLCs where you open up maybe more segments of the galaxy or something like that, where you have like 1,000 more planets or something you can go to or something like that. That's what it just seems like it's opening itself up to be. That kind of a game that expands like that, you know, so who knows. Can you do the VR okay? I've tried it before. I get seasick.
I haven't been able to do it really well yet, but I know it's coming, so I have to get myself used to it. I'll buy one eventually and get myself used to it. But as of now, no, it makes me sick.
Yeah, it's just, well, I guess it's just something to get used to, I guess, but I don't have the patience to get used to it right away, so, I was using, like, some cardboard thing with the phone up to it, too, so it was probably, like, maybe if it wasn't so low rent, it would have been a lot better experience, but, you know.
Right.
It's all good.
That's what I did it, too, was the cardboard, because I got a couple of, I think Google had the cardboard ones that you can put your phone in. I got a couple of them when I went to the AVN Awards. They were handing them out for free.
Yeah, so. I think that's what we had, the Google ones. So we got Willie Bragg in the house. Willie was so tired earlier today. I hope you got some rest, buddy. If you missed the show, Willie, it's fine. You just watched from the beginning. No worries. You know, we were saying nice things about you, as we often do, because we love Willie. Willie's good people. So, as is the rest of our cast of characters here in the chat there. All lovely people, just wonderful. They're here every week because they have no place to go. It's cold outside and we have soup. So they come in and the only thing that we charge them is to listen to our tales as we provide this delicious soup for them. You know what I mean? Do you think we're providing soup? Soup
sure, why not?
I love the give up. The give up is the best. You're like, yeah, sure.
Get off me. Okay.
It's like, you know, we doing it. Is this done? We done? We done with this?
No, I only started paying attention to the last 10 seconds of that, and I don't want to feel bad and ask you to repeat it, so I'm just going to agree with you.
I don't know you anymore.
I'm sorry.
You
I'll
weren't
see
even
myself
paying
out.
attention. Yeah, see yourself the fuck out. Fucking not paying attention. Alright. B.S. Adams, good to see you. I forgot to say that you were here, so. Anyway, no, you're gonna be like that. Fuck off. So. I'm all salty and shit. Look at it.
I know. Your weed is worn off.
No, it isn't. It's kicking in. It's fine. No, I said fuck off in a good way. So yeah. Okay, so that's going on. What else you got going on? Anything else? Anything going on?
No.
Excitement, adventure?
No.
Still living the life of Riley. You're still just like doing your own little thing, right?
Yep.
In the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, if anybody needs anything like, graphics artist for thumbnails or a video editor or anything, and you got a show and you need help with that, like making clips, whatever. Yeah, I'm up. I've got nothing going on, so I'm bored. Give me something to do. I'll do it.
Yeah, don't ask me for nothing. I'm busy as fuck, so.
That's right. You can't do
I think how
shit.
supportive I am, right? I have such a great friend. It's like, hey, can you help me out? No fucking way. That ain't gonna happen.
Aww. I'm a
Jimmy's
stay-at-home
like-
mom. I need something. Like, I need to feel productive. So.
No, I do help out sometimes. I help out people when they. Sometimes we do a little skit some people's shows, so I have to put some stuff together, and it's fun. And it's nice too. So I'm able to do more of that kind of stuff. So hopefully we'll have a little bit more stuff on here. I really need to fix that audio thing. I don't know what happened tonight, so my apologies once again for that. But we'll have it fixed by next week, and then who knows what kind of chaos and treachery we'll get ourselves into, right? So any final thoughts before we get out of here?
Banana phone.
Banana phone.
Ring, 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 banana phone.
Do, 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 do. Oh, good night.
I'm telling you and you don't like it.
Okay, we'll stop fooling you because you don't like it. Yes. Okay. Good night, everybody. Peace out. Wash your ass because it's summertime and that shit's gonna smell bad if you don't. All right. Deuces. They need to remake Pac-Man. They really do.
Shut up, bitch!
Groovy.